Hello there, everybody, and welcome to the Shared In podcast. It is episode number 61. Very exciting. We're rolling along. Thanking all of you for being a part of this and sharing it. And we have people that are going to sponsor us through the end of the year. So that means we're going to do this till the end of the year.
I know. That's pretty awesome. Yeah,
that is pretty awesome. So we got a lot of stuff to cover today. Some of it's kind of scary, if you ask me. So we'll get into all of that. Also got an awesome email from somebody who was at the disco party. I'm going to tell you about that.
Cool.
But before we get started, we have a trivia question.
We do. Oh, look, Sherry's already on. Hey, girl.
Sherry from McCrybush. All right, trivia question. Here it is.
Here it is for you, Sherry. What was the original color of carrots?
Okay, is that a trick question? What was the original color of carrots? Well, because carrots, at least in my lifetime, has always been orange. So did, some mad scientist farmers do something and change carrots? I guess we're going to find out. So we'll get to that answer in a second. But first,
hi, Terry. Terry's watching too.
Our sponsor, Mary Smith, awesome human, Smith Bond and Surety. Here we go.
At Smith Bonds and Surety, we specialize in all your court and government bonding needs. Bail, probate, notary, license permit, bonds, etc. If you need a surety bond, we have multiple insurance carriers as well as 40 agents in numerous states that can help us get you the bond you are requiring. Call 419-865-7300 for all your bonding needs. With over 36 years of bonding experience, many bonds are written same day. 419-865-7300. Thank you.
Boom, there she is, Mary Smith, who had a wonderful time at the disco party, shaking her groove thing.
Yes.
So,
and she will be on with us next week for her interview.
Yeah.
And it will be a treat.
It will be, because she is just fun. So,
okay.
Trivia.
So, what was the original color of carrots?
I'm gonna say white. I was gonna say white or red. For some reason, they made them orange. I don't know why. Some kind of voodoo magic. I'm gonna say red.
Terry's guessing red. Sherry is saying yellow. Okay.
And the answer is okay. I think I knew that. Now that I see that bright purple, but why would they do that?
I'm going to tell you why.
Okay, here we go.
So bright purple.
See this?
Actually, that's my favorite color. I would probably eat more carrots if,
Not me. It would mess with my brain. So this podcast is educational, in case you didn't notice.
Why wouldn't we use it? I mean, I love learning and reading and researching. Okay. I don't do enough of it. But anyways, today they're practically synonymous with the color orange, but their auburn hue is a relatively recent development. When the carrot was first cultivated 5,000 years ago in Central Asia, it was often a bright purple. And then soon after that, two different groups emerged, an Asiatic carrots and then the Western carrot. So yellow carrots were in the Western group. May have developed as mutants of the purple variety. And then they developed into their recognizable orange color around the 16th century, helped by the master agricultural traders at the time, the Dutch.
The Dutch. Mm-hmm. Their wooden shoes.
Yep. Today, there are more than 40 variety of carrots of various shapes, sizes, and colors, including several hues of purple. Now, know that there's potatoes because I buy the purple potatoes,
right?
The little medley or whatever. So in 2020, the weight in tons of carrots grown in the U.S. for fresh market use was 3.4 billion pounds. Isn't that crazy?
That's a lot.
The percentage of a typical carrot that's just water. Did you see my answer?
Nope, I can't see that far. Are you kidding me?
Guess what the percentage of a typical carrot is?
89%.
You saw.
No, I didn't.
88%.
Oh my gosh. What a guess. Awesome.
The year Crayola introduced the color neon carrot was in 1990. I didn't even know they had such a color.
Me neither.
And then the last little piece of information we don't need. The number of genes in a carrot is 20% more than our human beings. They have 32,115
Genes.
genes in a carrot.
And how much do we have?
Well, it's 20% more than what we have.
Okay. I'm not good at math,
We
so there you go.
have 600 and some.
There you go, a little fun
6,000,
fact.
yeah.
Little carrot information
So when
there.
you're at a party this weekend or whatever, and you want some useless trivia,
Yeah, and you want people to walk away from you, bring this up.
what? Did you walk away from me? What'd you learn today, Mr. Schaefer?
Right now well, here's what I learned. I will only eat orange carrots. There you go. I'm anti-purple carrots. There's a lot of other things I like purple, like our disco shirts we were wearing Friday night. Those were cool. And I've always liked purple. It's one of my favorite colors, except for Barney. He's a devil, you know.
Oh my gosh.
Anywho.
I love you. Stacy, hello. Oh my gosh. I remember to get my phone out. So happy to see you all. That's so cute.
Nice to see you, Stacy.
Yeah, what a cute picture.
So Friday night's disco party, success. Still waiting on the numbers. Jamie's still waiting for the Mud Hens to get back. It'll probably take, I don't know, another week or so. But well over 50,000. I'm hoping 60, close to 60.
Mm-hmm.
So Sunday morning, I get an email. It says, hey, do you know if they have a lost and found from your party? Mm-hmm. And I said, well, I don't know. And it came from a woman named Tina. So I forwarded her email to, my connections at the Mud Hens that I was working with. And I said, hey, can you help this woman? She lost a lavender phone case with her ID and her debit card.
Purple, carrot, lavender. Wow. I
So
see
it was kind of a quinky dink here, babe.
Okay.
Yesterday, I get another email. She says, thanks, Denny. I got it all back.
Oh, that's cool.
So, oh my gosh, it's a spider, and she's having a.
It's huge. Kill it.
She's having a fit. There he is.
Oh my gosh.
There he
Kill
is.
it.
I'm not killing it.
Yes.
There, you do it.
No, I don't have my.
Use your slippers.
No.
I'm letting him drop. I'm letting him live.
Get my thing out. Here. Oh no, he's on the floor. Kill it.
Boom. He go. All right, there you go. I don't know if you guys could see that, but it was a tiny, it was actually a quite large daddy long legs.
No.
It was a daddy long legs. It was kind of big, and Sharon freaked out. One time I was on the air and one came down right in front of me when we were on, and I just reached out and grabbed it and smashed it. And Susie screamed and cried because I killed one of God's creatures. Anyway, Sharon's like, kill it.
No. Spiders.
Spiders.
No.
Anywho.
Yeah, I'm glad that all the girls are laughing.
All right, so.
Because if you would have been sitting here, you would have done the same thing. That thing was coming down for us.
Yeah, it was coming down for you.
Spider man.
It was coming down to bite you and give you I don't know what
Shem's down here like, what's going on?
Well, I was going to give him to Shem so Shem could play with him and then kill him. Anyway, back to the email. This is what hit me when Tina sent me the email yesterday and said, hey, I got everything back. Debit card, phone case, ID.
Everything in it. Wow,
everything.
That's great.
That tells you the kind of people that come to the disco parties. Were there some douches? Yes. Some people that do not have the body were running around with their shirt off. Hopefully your eyes have recovered if you saw that. Anyway.
And then posting it.
Anyway, I'm like, how often does that happen? That somebody would turn it in and, and she gets it back. So she doesn't have to go through the worry and the fear of her credit being destroyed or any of that stuff. So round of applause for whoever turned it in. Thank you. You are awesome human beings. And thank you for supporting the party. All right, there you go.
Do you remember back? Well, you probably don't, but back in the day when I would go to Buttons or Henry Jace.
Okay. I've been to both.
You could actually leave your purse on your table or I'd throw your jacket over it, or I would put it on my chair and put it under the table. I mean, can you imagine doing that in today's world?
Yeah, you don't do that today. You can't do it because of cell phones. Because people are trying to steal cell phones, trying to steal credit cards, trying to steal identities.
Well,
yeah, there's just so many more things that, you can get, in trouble for, so to speak, that back then you couldn't, because did you carry your credit card with you? when you go into the club? Did you carry
Yeah. Because I never had cash.
Obviously there were no cell phones, so now
No,
purses are
hold up.
hold on. Purses are a huge target because there's so much in there that thieves and evil can get and use and exploit.
I had the pull-out flip phone.
Not when you were going to buttons.
Yes,
no,
sir.
no.
Dude, I am 7 years younger than you. I didn't grow up in the golden age. I grew up, or whatever.
When buttons closed, cell phones weren't even around yet. So I don't know what you're talking about.
84. So I was going to buttons in. Okay, so I guess
cell
I
phones
went to the zoo when cell phones came out, and it was the big where you had to pull
Right.
out the antenna,
and you didn't have
huge.
that. Flip phones
Yeah, I guess not.
Flip
Okay.
phones didn't come out, and
I
buttons
stand
was
corrected.
closed.
The spider got
Anyway,
me all for Klimt now.
yeah, I know the spider just totally took over the podcast. Podcast number 65.
Well, I'm waiting for it to come back to life.
No, I smashed him pretty good. All right, so today we're going to talk about Chat GPT. Unless you want to run through some people's
let's do this.
comments.
Wayne, hello, good afternoon. You guys need help?
I still forgot, Wayne. I'm bringing you your shirt to your work. We drove by your place the other day, but you were closed. But I got to grab your shirt.
Yep. Brittany is laughing at my expense. You would be screaming too.
Sherry, hilarious.
Yes, everybody. Okay, Terry. Everybody's laughing. Monica. Okay.
100 people. Yeah.
I don't think I've moved that fast, and I don't know how long.
Yeah, you did. Shut out of there.
Oh, Sherry the Force.
What's up, Sherry in Slidell, Louisiana?
Yeah. She used to listen to your show all the time down there.
Yep. Hey, Packer Chuck. What's up, dude? You see your boy Aaron Rodgers signed with my Steelers?
He did?
Yeah.
Why doesn't he just retire?
I don't
even follow him, but
I don't know. He got married secretly a couple of months ago. He's smoking too much dope. Anyway,
he got married secretly?
Yeah.
Is it a big deal that he got married?
He had a wedding ring on. They're like, "You got a wedding ring?" Yeah, I got married. And that's all he said. A couple months ago.
Did he marry Giselle?
Pretty sure no. That'd be funny though. Anyway,
disco party.
I'll only root for him because he's a Steeler. There you go.
So, okay, hold on here. I didn't get a cell phone until 2015, and I'm wow.
Good for you, Lori.
That's awesome. Yep. Left a person. Yeah, you and I were probably there together. Yep. Sherry listened to you. She still listens to you, I think.
She listened to my new sports show.
Jerry Eversman needs money. Jerry Eversman needs money.
Okay, Jerry. Thank you. Not sure what that means, but all right.
So getting back to the disco party.
Yes.
So people are still posting their pictures. This one is from Pamela Marie. Kind of an overhead shot from probably up on what's the restaurant next door?
That would be Fleetwood's.
Yeah, Fleetwood's. So that's a cool shot.
That is a cool shot. That had to be early on.
This one is from Donna Cook.
Oh, that's Sal. Sal sitting in the chair with his eyes closed. He must just be resting. He was 70. He celebrated his birthday party with us.
Oh, I love it. This is Tina Fry. And then look at her girls in the background.
Hey, Tina, you got to get rid of the piece earrings. That's Woodstock. That's 60s. That's not disco.
Tina, you do you, boo. I
Tina,
love it.
no.
Yep.
No, stop it with the peace sign.
I wasn't even going to wear disco stuff.
Okay,
were you going to kick me out?
And the girl second from the left, again, peace signs, and she's wearing 60 stuff. That's not disco.
Who made you the peace sign, please?
Disco weather fashion.
Karen, settle down.
Disco fashion. See, the spiders got me riled.
This is from Sherry Breimer.
That does, Sherry.
And that is a Kurt Nielsen.
That's a good picture, though.
Picture?
Kurt Nielsen's awesome.
Tracy and Emma Glover.
Oh, very nice.
Yep. So they were there together. So
very nice. Yep. Thank you, everybody.
Yep.
It was a good party, and I'm glad it's over because now I can enjoy the rest of my summer.
Our lives can get back to our regularly scheduled
chaos with the flooring.
Oh, Jerry is saying Aaron Rodgers needs money.
Okay, maybe. Thank you, Jerry.
Chuck is saying
he married himself. You know, he probably did. Do you take this ego? He married his ego. That's funny.
So funny. Sherry wants to go to the next disco party. Sherry, you should have flown up for this one, girl.
Yeah, you got to take advantage of them when they happen because you just never know when I'm done.
Oh, Monica, we're all in the black. Let me tell you. No, you have to. So the Facebook Monday podcast, we ran into a glitch right when we were trying to go live, and we lost everything that we had already put in for the podcast.
Yep.
And the first probably 45 seconds, we were in the dark. So get past that first 45. But if you go to
Instagram, it's edited.
Instagram, TikTok, maybe YouTube, I don't know. We edited that part out.
Yeah, we're sorry. But every now and then, ask Tommy Otwell, technology fails, so do computers, which is why I will never ride in a car driven by a computer.
Yeah.
So
So-
we're still having other issues.
Yeah.
But whatever, we're glad to be here, and
Yep.
we're on right now, and it's all that matters.
So today's topic,
There it is, Chat GPT. All right, so I did some homework. It was developed by OpenAI, a San Francisco AI research deployment company. Sam Altman is the CEO and co-founder of OpenAI. The company also includes other key figures like Greg Brockman. I don't know who that is. Elon Musk is part of this. He was on their board. I mean, that dude, how much money does that guy got?
I know it's like just the rich get richer.
Yep. And,
Bezos, everybody,
and we don't.
Beyonce.
All right, so what does GPT stand for? Do you know?
God's personal telegraph.
How about
God's protection.
generative
Oh,
pre-trained transformer? This refers to the underlying technology and how it processes requests and generates responses. The generative part means it can create new content, while pre-trained indicates it's been trained on a vast amount of data before being used for specific tasks like chatting. Finally, transformer describes the architecture used for processing and understanding language. So I didn't use ChatGPT for this. I used Google because, that's what you do.
well, Chat GPT could stand for Google too.
I guess it could. Anyway, so what do people ask? Well, personal questions, advice, insights, exploring their identity and values. Now, this is the part where it gets a little scary and weird to me. These are people, mainly young people, that are going to ChatGPT and they're asking it life questions. I got a news flash. ChatGPT is not real.
But it's fun.
Okay, it is fun, but if you're going to take advice, if you're going to rely on that for life's questions, my heart breaks for you. Anyway, these questions can range from seeking help with personal struggles to engaging in more creative or philosophical inquiries. Examples: asking for advice on managing stress, developing new habits, or overcoming fears. Others might explore their passions, values, and how they define success. I know there's a couple like assistants now, different phones. I think it's Samsung and somebody else. It come like, we have iPhones, so it's Siri. But they're having full-blown conversations and relationships with their phone. And it's designed for people that basically don't have any friends. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do.
I can't remember. I should have searched it, but I didn't. And it just breaks my heart that this generation is so disconnected because of technology.
They're the most connected, but the loneliest.
Right. They're disconnected from human contact is
Right.
what I meant.
Right.
So they're fully relying on computers, their phone mainly, to fulfill everything in life. Breaks my heart. Anyway, so what got us going was a story, I don't know, a week or so ago. I'm sorry. Am I dominating the conversation?
Not at all. No, go ahead. I didn't know that that's where you were going. Yeah, no. It was probably
A couple of weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
According to a new report, a growing number of tech users believe that AI, ChatGPT, is actually God. And I'm like, that's kind of weird. They think they're accessing the secrets of the universe through ChatGPT. Many people have been dipping their toes in AI by trying Chat GPT for recommendations on places to go, suggestions on DIY repairs, and to summarize information. Some are really diving in the deep end. People online say they've seen people fall into the spell of AI, treating chatbots like companions, lovers, and even magical spiritual forces.
Okay, so I'm going to make a confession.
You're one of these people? Is this when I go to bed or I'm watching sports in the bedroom and you're chatting it up with Chat GPT?
How do I know you're really watching
Hello,
sports?
Chat GPT. Should I leave my husband? He's really getting old and boring.
No, but the other morning, and you know this is true because, well, a couple of weeks ago, I saw the article about Chat GPT is dangerous for your brain. We talked about that.
Right.
And then like a couple days later, I came out to you and I said, oh my gosh, I was just convicted because there was a serious situation and I picked up my phone and I was going to ask Chat GPT a question.
Okay.
And before anything came out of my mouth, I'm like, what am I doing?
What kind of question?
Why am I asking this thing and not going to God, which I know better?
She does.
And I came out. Remember, I told you, I'm
I
like,
know.
oh my gosh, I just caught myself. What am I, And then you came out with this article about like a couple days later that they're treating it like God. I'm like, holy smokes. Like the timing is uncanny.
So, it can be frustrating talking to God and not hearing an answer. I get that. Okay. But this ain't God.
I know, but here's what I will say. And I know, remember when we sat in our little conversation round in the condo and I had it up and I was asking it questions. Were you there? Or
I don't
was it
know.
me and Olivia? I don't know. Anyway, this thing empathizes more than most people.
It's true. It actually gives pretty good advice.
Yes, it was actually listening to me, but repeating back what I was asking it. And I know it's so frustrating and this can be hard. And this is, and I was like, holy smokes, this AI is more empathetic than a lot of human beings.
Listen, I'm not slamming Chat GPT. Okay. I'm not.
No, you're slamming the peace signs at the disco party.
It's because it's not disco attire. I'm not slamming Chat
Whatever.
GPT. I'm chatting or I'm hammering the fact that some young people think that Chat GPT is God. That's the part that makes me sad. Okay. Chat GPT, if you use it and it gives you encouragement, keep using it. Keep using it.
Is that like K-Love?
If you go every day, get up there and say, whatever.
Should I get up this morning?
No, write
Am
me
I gonna have a
something.
good day?
Give me some inspiration for today. And Chat GPT will probably give you some kind of inspirational whatever. And if that's, if that helps get you motivated, then keep doing it. Don't stop doing it. But it's the other part where the story says, even if young people, Gen Zers, don't believe the messages they're getting back are from God, a religious entity, some people think that they're able to talk to God and angels through Chat GPT.
Oh,
Okay, that contradicts.
I'd rather
Says they
stick to
don't
my,
believe the
I'd
message
rather
they're
stick to
getting
my Cardinals.
are from a religious
That's
entity.
much better.
Some people think that they're able to talk to God and angels through Chat GPT. That's right. There's
Or my pennies.
a cardinal the other day flew by and she goes, "Oh, look at that. That's a message from somebody in heaven. I think it's my dad."
I did.
No, you've mentioned your dad. And then you always pick up pennies.
Well,
And what do pennies mean?
Dimes were your nephew, Michael.
Michael.
You cannot refute that. And if
I know.
Mary is watching, she will back me up on that. But pennies, you read up on coins or butterflies, birds, that kind of. Dragonfly was another friend. She lost her husband unexpectedly, and dragonflies kept appearing around her. One dragonfly, when she was running a car in Florida, landed on her windshield, stuck to her windshield wiper as she was driving. It wouldn't fly off.
Okay.
And then I went over to her new home. True story. And she was showing me around because it's an older home. And she showed me her, we're in the bathroom and she was showing me like what she wants to do. And she's like, and these tiles in this shower, there's just a couple of them, obviously someone had spent some money because they were like hand painted tiles and whatever. And I left. And then later that day I said, hey, send me a picture of those tiles in your shower again. And she sent them. I said, that's what I thought. They were dragonflies painted on the tiles. Guess who was leaving those tiles in her shower? So anyway.
So what's the connection, the dragonfly to the dude though?
Since he passed, this dragonflies are just all around her.
Did he love dragonflies? Did he love
I don't
them?
know. It's like when my niece was killed, all of a sudden butterflies were appearing out of I don't know.
Okay.
Laugh at it.
I thought like he raised dragonflies or something. It's
no, because Catherine didn't raise butterflies.
Right. Okay.
Anyway. Okay. What is Tommy saying?
First cell was Motorola, which was introduced in 1983 after being developed by Martin Cooper and the team at Motorola. It was a bulky device that weighed about 2.5 pounds, offered 30 minutes of talk after a 10-hour charge. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We had them at the radio station, probably late 80s. They were huge.
Mm-hmm.
But that was pretty much it. You had to, you turn them on, use them, and then get off them because they drain so quick.
Mm-hmm.
AI gets all its intelligence from the internet. Therefore, it will simply multiply ignorance and bias of the internet. I mean, what's the difference? Just Google the same thing, isn't it? Hello, Disco Denny. Hi, Sharon. Happy Wednesday. Hello, Tom.
I love Tom's picture.
That's Tigers, man. They won again last night.
Yeah. What is he saying?
DuckDuckGo is a better search engine. Grok on X.com is best at the moment. Okay.
So
there you go. Tommy would know.
So okay, really, Tommy? Forgive me, chat, for I have sinned. You better take that up with Chat GPT if you said funny remark, inappropriate remark. Yeah. Chatbot LDJ. But not his own show. So I did a couple little questions asking Chat GPT.
Okay.
Some of the most common questions people will ask it if they have it. Can you help me with insert task? And for the most frequent underlying theme is seeking help, clarity or creation, whether for work, learning, entertainment, or everyday life. I asked what is the most outrageous question it's ever gotten. Here's some. What would happen if everyone on Earth jumped at the exact same time?
That's funny.
Can you help me write a love letter from a time-traveling alien to a toaster? Can you create a detailed plan for how I could take over a small country with only a goat and a jet ski? Oh my gosh, people are so weird. Pretend you're a jealous potato talking to a hot dog about betrayal. Oh my gosh, people are hilarious.
Yeah. That's not the word I'm thinking of.
If octopus rule the world, how would they run a government? Now, first of all,
you have that video?
If they say if octopuses, it's octopus, isn't it just?
I think octopus.
Yeah. Rule the world. How would they run a government? And then I asked who uses Chat GPT more, men or women?
Women.
This is what they know from studies and surveys. Obviously, it can't really take in consideration gender. It said men currently tend to use AI tools like Chat GPT slightly more often.
How do they know that?
Especially for things like coding, tech support, or creative experimentation. Women use it frequently in areas of like writing help, education, personal planning, and wellness questions.
And men problems?
Men may currently edge out in raw numbers, but women are catching up fast. So men use it more often. Dennis.
So how does Chat GPT know that I'm a man?
Maybe it's just based on the questions you're asking.
Okay.
I don't know. So I asked how many people use Chat GPT. As of 2025, over 1 million active users per week.
That's not that high. I thought it was higher.
1 million active users
A
per
week.
week.
Yeah.
I think that's a lot, don't you? Obviously,
Well,
you don't,
since
'cause you
we
don't
have
know.
200 and what, how many? 230 million people in America. So that's probably worldwide. There's how many billions in the world now? I think we're up to almost 9 billion people.
So it actually launched in November of 2023.
Yeah, it's been around.
I mean, 2022. 2022.
Yeah, been around right after.
January 2023, it
COVID.
reached a million users.
Do they have paid prescriptions or subscriptions? Not prescriptions, subscriptions for Chat GPT, or is it all free?
No, because remember.
Oh,
when
that's
I was
right. You
doing
can
the
only do
research,
so
I only
many.
got 4 questions, and then I have to go to the.
You gotta pay.
Yeah. Mhm.
Is that every day?
That you get 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, because when I've tried, like when I've done our Barbie doll podcast thing and all that, I
Right.
could only do so many pictures at one time.
Okay.
So, but it continues to grow, it says. So, yeah. So then I went so far as to ask me about, tell me about Denny Schaefer.
Why? You know me.
Because I wanted to know what it
You've
said.
seen the best and
I
you've
know.
seen
I
the worst.
said, tell me about Sharon Armstrong Schaefer. Nothing. And then I added Toledo Zoo.
She's married,
Nothing.
married to Denny Schaefer.
So I said, what can you tell me about Denny Schaefer, radio host? It thought for 6 seconds till it got all of its
Info?
Yeah. Schaefer began his radio journey in the early 1980s at Toledo's WRQN. You got started before that.
Well, yeah. I was.
Hosting evenings and later teaming up with Steve Mason for a popular morning show. Is that right?
Yep.
Breakfast Club icon.
I guess.
Through the 1990s and early 2000s, he co-hosted The Breakfast Club on WVKS, becoming a leading local personality.
Ooh.
National, let's see here. He moved on to talk radio at WSPD, and then major cities including Atlanta, Detroit, Minneapolis, and New Orleans. In 2007, Schaefer launched DennyRadio. Did you remember what year that was?
2007.
It was when we were in our big house in Atlanta.
Yep, 2007.
Let's see here. Toledo comebacks. In 2014, he returned to anchor mornings on Star 105, and in 2018, shifted back to RQN. And then the end of an era. After a remarkable 40-year career, Schaefer announced his retirement with his final show airing December 20th, 24.
Morning drive retirement. Still on 2 to 4.
Born in Flint, Michigan, he became a dominant presence in Toledo radio. Did you know this? Praised in Congress as one of the most listened to personalities in Toledo.
Yes.
How did I not know that?
Janine Perry. Or was it Janine Perry?
Janine Perry, wasn't she a TV news anchor?
No.
Oh, no, she was.
She became a state rep. Anyway, I got a proclamation. Yeah, I guess it wasn't it was U.S. Congress. It was a congressman. It might have been Bob Latta. I don't remember, but there's a proclamation. I got a proclamation in Washington. If they only knew that I think they're all frauds and losers and they're destroying our country, they'd probably rip it up.
Is it somewhere in the abyss?
Yeah, I have it. I have it somewhere.
I don't know
It's
that
here.
I've
It's
ever
in the
seen
basement.
it. I didn't even know that. Was that before we got married?
Yes.
Okay. Off-air, Denny is a devoted father and born-again Christian, often emphasizing family faith and charitable giving. He also served as a guest host on the Glenn Beck program, extending his influence to a national talk audience. And then his career spans 40 years.
44.
With a heartfelt return to his hometown, eventual retirement.
Well, Toledo's not my hometown. Flint is, but
Flushing.
Well, I was born in Flint. Flint General Hospital doesn't even exist. So there you go. But Toledo is where it all happened, baby.
Toledo.
The kids are both born here, all that. Anyway, okay, so it's all pretty accurate.
Okay.
So there you go. All right, couple of things. The report that I was talking about said there's already thousands of people online with spiritual delusions about AI, with a big ramp up over the past few months. One person said, here's my prediction. Within 24 months, This will turn into an official church with clergy and organized services. After all, Chat GPT, I mean, they say that could be, that's the extreme. After all, Chat GPT can seem otherworldly, but it's actually just an improved search engine. Tommy already told us that, which can still be confused, nonsensical, and flat out wrong. So I asked Chat GPT, could there be a rise of AI bot gods with human followers? And it said, yes. It's already starting to take shape in early primitive forms. It may sound like science fiction, but it touches on several real and interesting trends in technology, psychology, and culture. So it's just more technology. Do you use it as a tool, or do you use it to make life-changing decisions? Anyway, there you go. There's our Chat GPT.
So here's an experiment that we talked about doing.
Okay. Yes.
And asking the viewers if they wanted to partake in this, and then we can report back maybe next week or something.
All right. If you guys are willing to do some homework.
If you have Chat GPT too, right? You got to have the app. Have Chat GPT plan a day for each of you. Meals, outfits, mood playlist, one random task. Try to actually follow it and then report back.
I'm not doing it.
Last night you were like, "Oh my gosh, that's so funny. We should do that."
I didn't realize it was the whole day. I mean, first off, it would have to be a weekend day because I can't have it.
Handle that
No, I can't.
because you are
I-
very routine.
I can't wait to get upstairs and have my lunch.
And
The
if it
same
doesn't-
lunch I
yes.
have every day,
If it doesn't say cottage cheese with grapes for lunch,
Monday-
then you're gonna be like,
Monday through Friday. I'll do it. I mean, I'll ask it and see what it says, but it would have to be a Saturday. So it's
so what
what is it? What do I wear? What do I eat?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how if you just say Chat GPT, plan a day for me,
Okay, let me try it. Let me try it
Okay.
while we're here.
because maybe
can
it
try it.
asks you like, what's your interest? What do you.
Yeah. Chat GPT, plan a day for me. Now it's transcribing.
Now you got to hit the up arrow.
All right, there you go. Plan a day for me. Now, sure, Denny. Sure, Denny. It says sure, Denny. Look at that. It
Sure,
says
Denny.
sure,
Sure,
Denny.
Denny. Sure, then.
I'd be glad to help you plan your day. But first, a few quick questions to
Mhm.
tailor it right. What kind of day is this? Workday, weekend, vacation, special occasion?
Oh, see, weekend.
What are your goals for the day? Productivity, relaxation, creativity, errands, sex. Okay, I lied. I threw that in.
Yeah, shocker.
Any must-do items, appointments, work meetings, deadlines, events. What time are you starting? How long? Once I know all these, I'll build you a custom schedule. That's too much work.
We gotta do it though. You
Okay.
and I at least have
All right,
to try
we'll
it.
do
We'll
it.
do it and just see.
I'll just say a weekend
I'm doing relaxation. It'll
relaxation
say go get a massage.
and okay, I'll respond back.
Right now?
It's a weekend relaxation,
Poop.
and I'll start at 8 a.m. This is what we do.
Whenever he's voice to texting on somebody in the car, whatever, Olivia and I or Josh will yell.
They're all in the background. Poop, poop, every time.
And sometimes it gets caught and it will go over.
All right, it's already telling me, wake up at 8 o'clock, make your favorite morning drink, coffee, tea, smoothie, sit outside by a window, take 15 minutes to just breathe and do light stretching.
Ooh.
Put on some easy weekend tunes or a low-key podcast.
Mm.
Leisurely breakfast at 9 a.m. Cook something you love. Maybe eggs and toast and pancakes or fruit and yogurt. Take your time eating. Maybe read the news. No. A devotional. Yes. Or flip through a magazine. 10 a.m. light activity. Get moving. Take a relaxing 30, 45-minute walk at a park or your neighborhood. If you prefer, do a short yoga session. Put me in some yoga pants. Something light. Maybe do some gardening. 11:30 a.m. chill time. Watch an episode of your favorite show or start a good movie. Kick back with a book.
Listen to your wife.
1 o'clock, easy lunch. Keep it light and simple.
Serve your
Sandwich,
wife.
salad, leftovers. Eat somewhere cozy, maybe outside if the weather's
Fix your
good.
wife dinner.
2 p.m., afternoon reset. Power nap. Optional light journaling. 3 o'clock, do something enjoyable. Visit a hobby shop. Cigar store.
No.
Cigar
it does.
store.
Oh my gosh.
Cigar. Okay. Does that not say cigar store, people? Or your favorite local
does
spot?
Does it know that you're married? Because I haven't heard anything about serve your wife. Make her dinner.
How is that good for me? This is about my day. Let's see if yours says anything.
Serving your wife is good for you. Look at what Tommy wrote.
It's planning my day. I serve you
Denny,
every day.
Maybe you should ask Sharon to plan it. Yes,
No.
exactly.
No.
I'll plan the day.
Yeah, I'll plan a day too, but you won't go do half of it.
That is an awful lot.
Then it says, pour a glass of wine at 5 o'clock, mix a cocktail or enjoy an occasional cigar on the patio. That's what it says. Enjoy an occasional cigar on the patio.
Totally listens to you because last night you're like, I think I need to get some more wine. I haven't had wine since before the fasting.
That's true. I haven't had wine since March. Play music or call a friend just to catch up. No pressure. 6:30 dinner. Order takeout or grill something simple and satisfying.
No, it's listening to us because we've done all of that in the last week.
We have eat while watching a movie, sports, or chatting with your spouse. There you are.
Finally.
Not till 6:30.
Yeah.
No shit.
tail end.
That's a good day. It'd be a good day without me around till 6:30. Come on.
Oh, that would be a great day.
8 o'clock, slow it down. Go for a short evening walk. Sit
You're in
outside
bed
with the
by
sunset.
8.
I'm watching sports. Take a warm shower or bath. 9:30, wind down. Phone on do not disturb. Light reading, soft music. In bed 10:30ish, fully recharged.
Have you?
Would you like to add any spiritual time, fun outings, or maybe a date night twist to the evening?
Oh, no date night for you.
Maybe I'll go with my girlfriend. By the way, one of the neighbor ladies waved at me today.
Really?
Just saying.
Maybe that is your girlfriend. Chat.
Maybe.
Her name is Chat GPT.
Yes. Anyway, this was fun.
What is Brittany saying?
I don't know. Can you email this to yourself?
I don't know.
Okay.
It saves it.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll save it.
All right. We got to wind her down,
Brittany
people.
says David used ChatGPT to plan a vacation for Upper Michigan, and then they tweaked it from there. So
Okay.
That's right, Lori. Preach it, girl. She wants to know if I ever got my pampering and shopping day. Not all at once.
No.
But I'm sure my Chat GPT will put that as part of my day.
There you go.
I can't believe it. Like,
It sells cigars
I
and
know,
wine,
but
and it's like it's
every
listening,
hour.
man.
I'm exhausted just from listening. I'm doing relaxation. What were the other choices it was asking you? The other questions, relaxation and something?
No, I don't remember. Special occasions.
So help me if it comes up and says stuff about you should be waiting on your husband, you should do this, and I'm going to smash my phone.
There's only one thing you got to do. That's it. Anywho.
Okay.
And it can be enjoyable.
Could be.
All right. Wind it down.
Funny video.
Funny video. Here we go.
Oh, wait. Monday.
Oh,
Or, no, Friday.
Friday, yeah.
I'm so
Today's
confused.
Wednesday. Where do you draw the line when it comes to tipping? We're going to talk about tipping.
That
There you
means
go.
tipping everything. Tipping to go, tipping delivery, tipping Kroger. Where do you draw the line?
There it is. We're going to talk tipping.
I never got tipped when I staged. I just got paid for what I did.
There are DJs that actually take tips when they're spinning tunes.
But they're getting paid for their service. See, this is where it's like a fuzzy line.
Yeah. What the heck was that?
It was a dude in a go-kart.
No, that was a golf cart. Hit it again.
I know.
I bet he got in trouble knocking that light down.
Well, he had a ramp.
He's
So
trying
he
to
was
jump.
trying to jump.
Yeah. Yeah. Not
And then
and then he went to Chat GPT and said, "Hey, Chat GPT, am I a moron?" And Chat GPT came back with all caps, "Yes."
how do I repair my parents' street light on the driveway?
I wish they would have kept it going.
That's
Oh,
funny.
Packer Chuck, cow tipping. You're hilarious, dude.
What does that have to do? Oh, that's his day.
Because we talked about tipping, and he says cow tipping, where
Oh.
he got drunk and knocked over cows.
Okay. All right.
I don't know if anybody ever did that, but
Okay.
anyway, that it?
Yep. So thank you, Mary Smith.
Mary Smith, you are awesome.
Yep. She is awesome. She's a great human being.
She
and
is.
Great company located right in Rossford. Friday, John will be back with John at noon, and we'll talk about tipping.
Okay. Have a great day,
So
everybody.
remember,
Share the podcast.
ask Chat GPT to plan you a day, and then we'll talk about it next week. Right?
Okay. Yep. And don't we do a t-shirt on, is that on Mondays or
That's
Wednesday?
Monday.
Okay.
Yep.
Never mind.
All right. Have a great weekend, everybody.